Need of the day here, Jeff commit don't quit live stream, national emergency. What do you think? Anyways, happy Friday. Cody Spinks, hey, what's up? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. It literally, you know what? Pretty sure all this is national emergency. Literally, J-Real Slots, hey, how are you? It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me just paste this in. Here we are. Eileen Bayou. I know I can't pronounce it. Eileen Bayou, the fam. Hey, idiot. The day stopping in to show some love and support. Thanks again. I appreciate it. I don't usually come on at this time, 1 o'clock. I usually come on at 2. But literally, you know what? Today's Friday. Sometimes I do 2 shows a day. I do a 2 to 3:30 show, and then I pick my son up from school, then I come back on for about half an hour at 4 o'clock. I talk to people that I don't ever see it to, just because it's not a good time. And you know, I'm talking to everybody here, and definitely it would be a different time for everybody. So, anyways, yeah, I'm here. I just thought, you know what, have a little bit of extra time today, so I'm coming on. I'm good, just chilling. Good. I'm glad to see everybody. Thanks very much. I'm just taking a minute. I'm doing this on the fly today, big time on the fly. I didn't have everything ready like I thought I would, but anyways, we have things started. I'm kind of messing around with things. I'm using an OBS program, and I'm just adding things. I've been messing around this morning with like green screens, and I wanted to can't really do it. I can do a green screen. I can turn a program on and go green screen, but it's a little fuzzy. I could do it right now to see. Hey, Mindad. Hey, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Just talking to people, saying it's a different time of the day. Usually I'm on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with my lives. I'm still going to be on at 2, but I had a little bit extra time today. It's Friday. So I thought I'd come on at 1 o'clock. Sometimes there's people on at 1. A lot of times it's hit and miss. There may be some people on at 1, may not be. So I thought, you know what, I'm not doing this, and I'm trying to boost things up and that everybody. So I'm doing a little bit more here and there, and that some lives and stuff. But yeah, I've been messing around with OBS. I like it. I think we're gonna look into getting a green screen. I've been running some programs. I can't use the chroma key in OBS just quite yet. I've tried. I don't have a green screen. Literally this morning I was messing around with it, and I hung a green, my daughter's comforter, and it's a nice bright green, and it works quite well. But there's certain spots you can see the light right there. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm not sure exactly where things are located on the screen. But anyways, when that's on with the comforter in the background, just right over my head, it doesn't look like a halo, but there's like everything disappears. It's great, but it's like transparent at that point, so I can't really do that. But there's also another program I've been messing around, an online Chroma Cam, I think it's called. I think it's used with Logitech, and I used that a few days ago, and it does work, but there's still a little graininess, and it's almost like Max Headroom-ish. So if anybody's ever used does anybody ever remember 30 years ago, there used to be a TV show, I think it was on ABC back in the 80s. It was the first time I'd ever came across anything like that, called Max Headroom. Anyways, it's like that. It's kind of choppy, and you move like this, and the head moves very... It's hard to explain. But anyways, I've been messing around with that. But I think we're going to look into getting a green screen off Amazon because it does work. The chroma key does work, and it was pretty good this morning. But there were slight portions of the screen. If I moved the wrong way, you could see things. You could see through things. So, yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, I'm on today at a different time. I'll still be on at 2 for the people that usually come in at 2, but I thought I'd come on a little earlier today for an hour and talk to some people. If people came, they did, and if they didn't, that was fine too. How's about the winter background? Do you want to see that instead? Give me a second. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see here what we can do. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can do that. Give me a second, everybody. Oops, sorry. Just running through the OBS program to see what How's that? J-Real slots. I'll leave that on for a bit. I'll go back to a couple different screens, but like I said, I'm just messing around with things, and yeah, maybe next week we'll get a green screen, and we'll get rid of all this, the background, like the mountains and everything in the background. I'll literally be sitting in the background, but till I get that, just kind of a little bit of here and there, that's all. But it's good to see. I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody having a good day. Everybody ready for the weekend. Did you have a good Valentine's Day with your loved ones, or your husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, or significant others? Hopefully everybody had a good one. UK Sewing Machine Service looking good. Their mate, nice one done. Yeah, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Like I said, there's a lot of other people that can do a lot of other things with them, and I'm just kind of messing around with it till I get things 100%, and once I do, everything should everything should be good. Michael Murphy, hey, how are you, buddy? Are you home, or are you still at the hospital? How you feeling, buddy? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Funko Pop Ohana, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm sorry that I didn't get over to see the video that you did yesterday. It was Valentine's Day. I was a little bit busy, so I apologize for that. Gemma's Journey Grace, hey, Gemma, how are you? It's good to see you. Jake Deal, how you doing? Gemma's Journey Grace says, Jeff, hey. Thanks again, everybody. And I appreciate you coming through. Michelle Varico, hey, Michelle, how are you? It's good to see you. How's everybody doing? Jake's saying. J-Real Slot, you travel a lot in 30 seconds. Awesome background now. Thanks. Good. Like I said, if anybody wants to see any other backgrounds, I think I have like 8 or 9 or 10. I'm not 100%. I didn't really count them. But I have a few. I just downloaded some backgrounds, and it's pretty much, one day I'll do one day I'll do another. It's just, I like the look of them. I'm a big, I don't get out as much as I would like to, but over the years I was kind of an outdoors person. I love to be outside. I'm not one to be stuck indoors, but in the winter I find with the kids we are in a lot more. But anyways, this is just my kind of fun with it, that's all. Let's see here. Michael Murphy, I'm home. I feel like crap, but here. I'm sorry, Michael, but I imagine being at home, it's good to be at the hospital for them being able to help you, but I imagine being at home. I'm not going to try to put words in your mouth because I have no idea how you feel, my friend, but I imagine being at home sometimes is the best too. Funko Pop Ohana, happy Valentine's Day. No need to apologize. Good. Well, you know what? I would love to be where you are, Funko Pop Ohana. I bet it is absolutely beautiful. I bet it is beautiful. Gemma saying hi. Michael saying hi to Gemma. Michelle says, I have orientations to do this weekend for work, and I have a Broadway show tonight. I'm going to it's Aladdin's on Broadway. Oh wow, Michelle, that'll be awesome. That will be awesome. Excuse me, just for a second. Sorry for that, everybody. Sorry. Immortal Hourglass. Oh my gosh, how are you? It's great to see you. Thank you very much. Gemma's Journey. I looked at your merch yesterday. I'll be buying myself something when I have more money in a couple weeks. Oh, Gemma. Yeah, no worries. You know what? I didn't mean when I said it yesterday. Who was it? Oh gosh, Marie from the Purchase had said that I should put links up. I'm not trying to like put down anybody's throat or anything, Gemma. I just, you know what? I was kind of excited about it, and I'll probably drop a link for people and to see it a little bit later. But please don't think I was. I'm excited about it, and what we did is we did it about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Joe designed, you know, the avatar, the logo we have and stuff. So Joe set a few things up on Teespring, and you know, you can make the different things that you like shirts, sleeveless tank tops and stuff, and hoodies, and I guess even women's, not track pants, but those, you know, the tight pants the young girls wear. I'm not making those. I don't think any woman would want those. But anyways, you can make whatever you want. You put the symbol on and stuff, logo and that. So we did that, and we ordered a few things, about 3 things, just to see what they'd turn out, because we didn't want to like post anything in case it, you know what, just by chance it didn't turn out. And this week we received it in the mail, and kind of excited. So anyways, we did a quick video the other night just showing the 3 things, like a hoodie and 2 t-shirts and stuff, the 2 different styles. But that's all. But you know, we're just excited, that's all. And Michael Murphy says, glad to be home. Good. And Bangladeshi Canadian woman, hello friends, how are you, everyone? Good to see you. Good. Have you been? Funko Pop Ohana? I have been. I've been there twice. When I was 4 years old, with my parents, I was a little kid, and I tell you, we went to Honolulu and to Maui, and now this is probably, when I say 4 years old, I was born in 1969, so I'm 49 right now. But so I was about 4 years old, and it was the first place. There was a fellow that worked at the hotel, the resort we stayed. I don't know why I remember, but my parents have. The fella's name was Adam. Super nice fella. He taught me how to swim. I couldn't swim. I remember him saying to my parents, "You have to teach him how to swim." I was just a little boy, and anyways, he spent the afternoon, a couple hours with me, teaching me how to swim. And by the end, I was swimming back and forth like a tadpole in the pool. I could swim underwater with ease. So, anyways, I learned to swim from him, and then took lessons later. But we went, when I was a kid, and then later in my early 20s, I was 21 or 22. I was headed to Australia for a few months, and I flew out of Detroit, and then flew to San Francisco, and then from San Francisco I flew to Honolulu. Stayed there for 12 hours, and then flew into Sydney and spent the rest of the few months. And then on the way home, we flew to Honolulu, and I was there about a day and a half. So I've been the second time now. The first time was when I was a child. The second time, it was only about a day and a half. So I didn't really. I got to see. I did a tour in the city and stuff like that, and I had an amazing time. I'd love to go back. Love to take the family. That's what I'd like to do. Michelle says, I accepted your request on Instagram. Oh, thanks, Michelle. I'm not as active. My wife set the Instagram up, Michelle. So sometimes I usually what I do is I'm going through and I see pictures, and I'm quite visual, so if I see the pictures, like. So sometimes I'll put a message or I'll just hit the like. But I find it fun, so it is what it is. But I do like Instagram for that. Jim says, I know I want to support. Oh, well, that's good. And Gemma, please don't, like I said, don't take it any other way. I will drop a link. Maria from the Purchase has said every time you go live, since there are different people come on, the Teespring is in the description and it's in the About section. But like Marie said, sometimes people they're not always clicking or looking for that stuff. So unless you talk about it, you don't have to push. She says, but always on a live, always put it on at the beginning, put a link, say what it is. If people want to look, great. If they don't, no harm, no foul. And at the end when you're finishing, she says, put it up there. And if people are still in there, they're interested, great. But you're not pushing it or anything, but it's there for people to see. Just like everything. I guess hopefully that made sense. Maya, so classy. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you very much. Dubai Tremendous. Hello, sir. How are you? Good. It's nice to see everybody. This was a good time. There's so many people. I see some people once in a while, and I see people's videos. I try to get around. I'm not going to admit that I get around to everything, but I try my best. But it is good to see everybody. It really is. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm so excited. It was a different week. My wife got to work from home. The kids were off because they had snow days here. I live in Canada. So the city where I live, they closed the buses for the kids, and we had ice storms, and we had a lot of snow come down. So they closed the first 3 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Between the two kids, they were off all 3 days. And then my wife was off one of the days, I forget which day, and she worked from home. And literally, the kids just kind of went back to school yesterday and today. So my wife said, for a short week, being able to stay from home, and I think she worked from home or she was sick, I forget now. Whatever it was, she says it's been the longest week ever. Let's see here. Sorry about this. CRT Productions. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, Michelle. Thank goodness. I know what you mean. TGIF. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. I love having my family. I love having my wife home with me on the weekends and stuff, and then the kids and that. Now the kids, one's 11, the boy's 11, and my daughter's 15. Should be 16 next month. She's 16, going on 24 or 25. She's at the age she doesn't think her dad or mom. I don't think she thinks we know a thing at this point. It's talk to the hand or something like that. But she wants to drive around, and she wants the handout every Friday or Saturday night. Can I have $80, $100? I want to go here. And my wife and I have told her the bank's closed for a bit. $100 every weekend. You know what? I mean, we slightly afford it, but it's it gets a little pricey, and we told her the bank's closed till you start looking for a part-time job. We said it doesn't have to be 2 or 3 times a week. It could be just one day a week. It could be McDonald's. It could be whatever you can find. But just get out there. Some kind of responsibility. It's not even that we want her out there making a ton of money. We just want her out there to realize, when you're older, some kind of responsibility. Because, there's not usually anybody handing out free money and stuff like that. So just getting out there, and, a lot of her friends have jobs. So we think it's a good idea. Anyways, there's my rant. J Real Slots saw Gil's video. Shout out a lot of creators. Knew all but 2. Yes, J Real Slots. He did a nice job, Bob, didn't he? That's Gil Skills. Bob's Gil Skills. Did a nice job. I sent him a message saying thanks, and real nice fella. He certainly is. He is. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Dubai Tremendous is saying. Gemma says J Real Slots. Awesome. Great emojis. Let me just. I'm gonna pop it in here now. Like I said, this isn't. I'm not trying to self-promote or anything. But I need to put it in there because I am. Anyways, I'll put it in there. I'll just say what it is. And like I said, you can look at it or you don't have to. I'm just, like I said, I'll put it in every live at the beginning and at the very end. And I won't keep putting it up every 5 minutes. This is just like a link for the Teespring, the merchandise site. Like I said, you're more than welcome to look at it. If you don't want to, no worries. But it's just a way to let people see it. So please don't rush off because I put it up. You don't have to click on it, but if you're interested, that's fine. That's all I mean. But I'll drop it after that to the very end. Anyways, there it is. But so anyways, what's everybody else up to this weekend? Anybody have anything going on? Like I can say with the channel, but sometimes I'll say talk about the channels. But anybody have anything exciting going on? Anything going on? Are they going anywhere? Are they doing anything exciting? We're this weekend, it's a long weekend in Canada. We have Monday off, or everybody has Monday. Most of the people have Monday off. They made it up about 10, 11, 12 years ago. I can't remember the exact reason, but they called it Family Day. So what it's in aid of, everybody's supposed to, supposed to give people time with their families. So on Monday, people go do things or whatever. I mean, you literally can just be a day off. But what we're going to do this weekend, we were going to have family down. We're going to have my wife's niece and her kids and her sister-in-law and her sister and a bunch of relatives down. So we're going to have like 6 or 8 people in the house. But they're from up north, which is about 7 hours where they're from here. And they were going to drive down last night in the middle of the night to get here for today. But our niece, she's about 23, 24 years old. Sorry, Stephanie, I don't know the exact age. But anyway, 23, 24, in that age bracket. So she has her 2 little kids, and then everybody else was coming with her. But my wife thought, what? They're supposed to have a storm, and sometimes in between that 7-hour drive, it can be clear as a bell, and then halfway, all of a sudden the snow gets in, and you could be blocked in. So with little kids, we thought, it's not the greatest time to be coming. And we think that we'll probably head up there March break in March in about 3 or 4 weeks for a long weekend or something. So we thought, instead of them coming down here, we'll see them in about a month. So we thought we'd leave that. But in the meantime, on Monday or Saturday, no, excuse me. Now I'm jumping all over. I don't know what. Either Sunday or Monday, we're going to go to this place. It's called the Sugar Shack. Everybody, I imagine, knows what maple syrup is. Anyways, they have this farm about 20 minutes outside of London where we live here, and it opens up usually around the end of February, beginning of March. So I think it's a week or 2 early this year. And what they have is you go there and have this big breakfast and lunch and stuff that they have, and you go in and you have like pancakes and bacon and eggs and hash browns and tons of coffee, orange juice, all that, the fixings and stuff. And then on each table they have big huge not tubs, but things of maple syrup, and there's a few on each table. So, and it's not just maple syrup; it's like the pure stuff that comes from the trees, and that is amazing. And it doesn't taste anything like the stuff you buy. So, anyways, and then after that, then it's a big farm and stuff, and all the maple trees where they tap the trees. They take you out, and they have like horse and buggy, and they have these horses. They're huge. I think they're Clydesdale horses. I don't know if they're I think there's 4 of them, either 2 or 4 of them, and they take you around the farm. They stop at certain spots. All the little kids get off and take pictures, and they take you up to the trees and let you try the maple syrup. And they all have little buckets and hoses and stuff into each tree. And it's pretty amazing how it's done. I mean, we go every year, so it's nothing new, but it's kind of fun, and my wife loves going. I enjoy going too. So what I'm going to try to do, my wife says, what would be fun? If you take the camera out on the weekend, and I don't get as many videos, and the weather's actually beautiful right now. So if the weather stays like this, I'm going to make a video on that, probably like a 7 or 8 minute video. Put it all together, and it'll kind of be fun. It'll show everybody eating and stuff. Then it show the farm and how maple syrup's made. Anyways, that's what we're doing. Let's see here. Michelle, take care. I'll be going to do some stuff before my event tonight. Okay, sounds good, Michelle. You have a good one. If for any reason I don't see it tonight before the weekend starts or anytime on the weekend, have yourself a nice weekend, Michelle, okay? Have a good time and enjoy yourself. Let's see here. J-Rail Slot says, great to see you, Jeff. I have to get ready now, going to Four Winds Casino today for the first time. So excited. Oh, awesome. I wasn't trying to rush anybody elsewhere, but I know everybody's taking off anyways because I got things to do. But anyways, J-Rail Slots, I appreciate everybody coming in, okay? Have a good one. Have a good weekend, buddy. And have a good time at, what is it, Four Winds Casino on that. Take care, buddy. Syntax AI, hello, Idiot Today. How are you, my friend? Good. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. As you can see, I don't usually go on this time ever. Came on it. I know you're overseas in that, but here in the UK, not here in the UK, but what time would it be? About almost 6:30 in the evening for you, Syntax AI. I know you're about 5 hours difference. It's almost it's 20 after 1:23 in the afternoon here. Usually I go on at 2 o'clock in about 40 minutes, but had a little extra time, so I thought I'd come on and just talk to people and see how they're doing. Just do my regular live chat and stuff like that. And I'm also I'm going to stay on it too. So the people that usually come on it too, that there's no way they're probably going to even realize that I'm on right now. Or so yeah, I'm just going to stay on for when they came on too. Yes, it says 1823, 623 in the UK. I thought so. Stephanie Cardinal, how you doing, Stephanie? It's good to see you. Welcome. Happy Friday, right? It's the weekend pretty much, I imagine, for everybody. Or I imagine overseas, it's the weekend's already started, and in a couple hours, people here in North America, a few hours, it'll be the weekend. People will be done work, and the party will start, I guess. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. Like I said, I just want to come on and talk to everybody, see how everybody's day's doing and that. Do you mind if I'm not going anywhere? I'm literally, the fridge is about 4 feet away. Do you mind if I get just a glass of water? I'll literally be about 30 seconds. I can keep talking. I need some water. I should have grabbed it before I came on. Syntax AI, I've made a Teespring purchase store for my channel. Oh, I've made a Teespring merch store for my channel today. Awesome, Syntax AI. Yes, we made one this week. We received the stuff. I put a link in it, and like I said, I'm not trying to push it down anybody's throat. Honestly, it's just a couple of people said, you put in your description of your videos and your lives and your about, and that's all fine and good, but unless you're monetized, you can't put it on your videos and stuff. You can't put the links on there. You can put them on your banners and your descriptions and your about sections, but you can't put anything on you can't imprint your merchandise on your videos and stuff. And a few people said, since some people look at the about and the description and can find it, some people never see it in a million years. So they've said at least once or twice, every time you go live or talk about it at the very beginning. Just put it out there, put a link up in the chat. People want to see it, they can. If they don't, no problem. And then at the end, drop the link too. But High Velocity Savage, hey, what's going on? Just a little early today. I usually go on at about 35 minutes at 2 p.m., but it's about 1:25. I went on at 1 o'clock today, an hour early, that's all. And I have a little extra time today, so I thought I'd come on for an extra hour today. That's all. And, I figured there's different people at one, so it's great, you can talk to some people. People come in, talk to each other, and, they stay a couple minutes or whatever. Great. If, they just want to drop in for a second, no worries too. But, yeah, that's all it is. And like I always try to say to everybody, it's not a specific chat. this is, I guess, it's like sitting around talking with your friends on here, meeting new people, and you know, I should always say, anybody new to the chat, if you see some channels that you don't know, and if you check their channel out, you like what they do, drop them a message. You know, because you never know that they could be your next big interest in that you didn't have any idea or anything about. But yeah, no, that's all I'm doing. I'm just coming on and talk for a bit, just like my shooting the breeze. I won't say the other. I'll say shooting the breeze. How's that sound? But anybody like the not the hashtag, but I didn't know what to call the description. What did I call it today? Something emergency or something. I called it national emergency. I was going through Twitter, and I always take a look. Sometimes I have a specific thing. I'll be like, oh yeah, today we're going to talk about whatever, and I throw out the name of the live for the day. Other times it's like I'll call my wife, or my wife will call, and I'll say, my wife's name's Joe, or Jojo, whatever you want to call her, and I'll say to Joe, I'll say, sweetheart, what should I call this today? I have no idea. She says, I have no idea. And she'll go to Twitter and she'll see what the highlighted stuff is, I guess, on Twitter for the day. And the big one today was, I guess, the national emergency that they're talking about in the States. So there's no national emergency on my channel. I had a little bit of difficulty trying to think of something to call it today. So I thought, you know what, that's what we're calling it. So if everybody goes on, no. But that's all it is. Raphael Scrapper, hey, Jeff, hey, peeps. Good to see you, Raphael. Nice to see you. Naspelts, hey, how you doing? I'm so close to my next fishing giveaway, only 15 subs away. Naspelts, that's amazing, my friend. That is amazing. That is good. Give me a second. I am going to, about a minute or so ago, I said I was just going to grab some water. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab some water, everybody. I'm not leaving yet. I need some water, okay? Oh, just give me a second. Oh, that's, I'm on Discord, and it seems like Discord, it goes off all the time, so I'm going to just mute that. Let's see here. Syntax AI, I also made a hashtag on Twitter. Syntax Scrapbook, like Pusa has their Blue Ranch group. Ah, that's awesome, Syntax AI. Awesome. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to get some water, okay? Raphael Scrapper, Naspels, thanks. Awesome, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to just take a, just not a break. I have to get some water. It'll just be 2 seconds, okay? But what's everybody else up to? Anybody have anything exciting going on? I think J-Rail Slots, when he came in, I had a different background. He liked the mountains and the water and stuff, like the little lake or stream here. But he wanted me to switch it to that. I'll go through some of the clips here, and anybody in the chat, if they want to see something else, we'll put another clip up. Give me a second here. I'll be right. Sorry about that, everybody. We live in a townhouse condo, and it gets so hot. We don't even need to turn the heat on. It's so warm, and our one section of our place, the sun is always beating in here, so it heats the room up, and it becomes like a sauna almost. So I drink a ton of water. I drink 12 or 14 of these a day. I need to lose some weight too. The winter, I said to my wife, I'm like a bear. I packed away a few pounds, so I need to lose a little bit. So the water will help. Now, Spells, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Honestly, I just need some water. That's all. That's better. I feel like $1,000,000 now. So let me see. I'll run through them. Like I said, I have about 8 or 10 or 11, I don't know, scenes. I run through this. This is a mountain scene. Redwood National Park. A lake view, like you're just sitting there lounging, fishing, and with your feet up, having a drink or something on a Saturday afternoon. This one's kind of trippy. Tall trees. It's the only thing is if you had any kind of visual issues or not dementia, but any kind of weird issues, it's kind of like not vertigo, but it's a little kind of weird. Beach scene. I like this one. You're under a pier. This one, the surf scene, I would love if there was a video. Literally, if I could get rid of this backdrop, get a green screen, what I would do is have myself sitting in here, and I'd have a live video of the surf coming down. I'd have myself on a surfboard or something with sharks coming out of the water. There's a forest scene. I love this one. I like the rich colors in this one. Bridge scene. It's kind of an animated scene. It looks like something out of like Lord of the Rings or something, or Tolkien. Mountains. I like this one too. I really like this one. I like the green forest. And last one, the fall forest. I'll leave it on that one, but anyways, there we are. Let's see here. Happy Lux, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you coming. Thanks again. Much appreciated for dropping in. Hope you're having a good one. How's Happy Lux? You're in. Are you in Thailand right now, Happy Lux? I thought you were, but I'm not sure. Michael Murphy, gonna go grab some lunch and rest a while. Catch you later. Bye, all. Michael Murphy, thanks again, buddy. You have a good one, okay? Have a good one. I hope you're able to get some rest, buddy. Have a good one. Happy Lux. I'm pretty sure it's Thailand, but anyways. Almost. Oh, where are you right now, Happy Lux? Oh, Happy Lux, I'll go this month over there. If you're not in Thailand right now, where are you headed? Or where are you now, Happy Lux? I don't know why. For some strange reason, I thought you were actually in Thailand. I'm now in... Oh, Luxembourg. Okay. You know what? You did say that probably about a week ago, so I apologize. Sometimes, you know, I try to remember as much as possible. Sometimes things slip my mind, so don't take it personally. Oh, gosh. You know what? I don't know much about Luxembourg other than what I've read and stuff like that, but I imagine it's pretty interesting. I imagine it is interesting. Oh my gosh, it's in the house! I love that. East Mesa Urban Homestead is in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Happy Friday, right? You know what? It's I want to say it's almost the weekend, but some of the people overseas, or if you're done work, it is the weekend. But I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Anything exciting going on, or anything happening this weekend? Are you heading out anywhere with the family? Are you doing anything exciting? We're going to like a maple sugar bush this weekend. It's like a long weekend here in Canada. The Monday they call it Family Day here. So literally either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, one of those days, we're going to take the kids, and we go every year. It's not something we've never been to. My wife said, "Do you want to go?" I said, "I love going. It's something we always go." They have this like. It's like an old log cabin, and it's huge. And what they do is they serve like a big breakfast brunch, the breakfast and lunch and stuff. And you can go. They have like stacks of pancakes. They give you bacon and eggs, fruit, and hash browns, and you know all that kind of stuff. And plates like a lumberjack plate almost. And then on each table they have a thing of pure maple syrup. And the maple syrup is nothing like all the stuff you buy and stuff. It's great, and you can actually buy it, but it's ridiculous if you want to buy it. I think it's like starts at about $60 to $80 to $100 for like let me show you. So this is something we have from just the grocery store. So this isn't the real. I think this is from Quebec, this stuff. But something like this, this actually looks like a bottle of booze, doesn't it? But something like this would cost you probably about $45 to $55. And then the next size up is about 60. The size up is 80, I think. And then they have like a, looks like a jug. And that jug is about $100 or $120. It's crazy the price they want for it. But anyways, we have a good time. Then after that, they have horse rides throughout the farm, and the horses. This fella has horse rides. I think he makes donations. It's just for whatever it is, and you put like a buck or two in. That's it. Anyways, he takes you around, and you know everybody takes their kids on it. And I think their horses are like they're either 2 or 4 horses. I can't remember the exact amount, but they're. If everybody knows what Clydesdale horses, you know the huge horses. He takes those out and he goes around the farm and he stops at certain spots. Kids get out, everybody gets out, takes pictures, and then somebody shows you around the farm, and they show you how the trees are tapped. They let you test everything. and then they have buckets on each tree, and then they have these like little plastic tubes, cables, and they go from tree to tree, and they're just like thousands of them everywhere. But the kids have a great time, and then you come back and they have this like outdoor center for the kids, some fun, and then they play there for a good hour and stuff. So it's a good afternoon out and stuff. So that's the exciting stuff we're doing. I imagine a lot might be going. It's kind of boring. It's a family thing, but yeah, it's usually what we do anyways. East Mesa Urban Homestead, we all chilling this weekend. We've been super busy last 2 months. Well, that's good then. Yeah, we were supposed to have family come down this like the long weekend here in Canada, but my wife's family's from up north, about 6.5, 7 hours. But we've had storms here all week. It's kind of dissipated. It's disappeared here, it seems. But you never know on the way up there or on the way back. Usually, it can be clear as a bell here or there, and then you get halfway, and then it's like a vortex almost. It drops on top of you, and you don't know when it's coming. They have areas there's an area up there called Muskoka, and in the summer, spring, and all that, the fall, beautiful. But the winter, it's like it's a death trap, I call it. And literally, you could get dumped on in 2 seconds, and once you're dumped on, there's nobody coming to get you. So you don't want to be doing that. And we figured, our nieces and stuff that would be coming with her little kids. She's in her early 20s, and her mom and her mom's sister, aunt, and that were all coming. But they were going to come in the middle of the night, so we said, maybe we could do it another time. And in about a month, we're going up there anyways for a visit for probably a 3 or 4 day weekend. So we said in about a month we'll see everybody anyways. But I think what it is everybody's wanting to see everybody because we haven't seen them since October. So it's almost 5-6 months down the road. So that's the one thing my wife misses. In the spring and summer and fall, she gets up there as much as possible. But the winter, you're kind of closed off. You don't usually head north, at least here you don't. Anyways, enough of me ranting. How's everybody else's day doing? Hope you're having a good one. I can rant on sometimes, can't I? I can go off like on a tangent sometimes. Give me a second to just have some more water. And there we are. There we are. Oh gosh, let me see. Let me see if I can switch that up. Try to switch the chat again. There we are. I'll switch it to that for the time being. We'll put the chat back on the screen, and then if anybody else comes down the road, we will switch it up and put the other scenes in if they want to see those. I've been kind of messing around the last day or two with green screen effects. We don't actually have a green screen, so there's programs out there you can use to, maybe if there's anybody still here. I know there's a few people here. I'm going to try to test it while I'm live in that. I don't know if I can, but I'll try to log in the program. And East Mesa Urban, I'm driving and keep losing signal. Okay, well, if you lose signal, I understand. But thanks a lot. Let's put it this way, East Mesa Urban Homestead, if you drop out, no worries. But, like I always say, nobody has to stay. If you're here for a second or as long as you are, it's great. My wife always says, it's great to have you either the beginning, middle, ending, today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, whenever you're here. It's always good to see everybody. Celestial Way. So thanks for coming. And, if, like I always say, nobody ever has to say, we're going. Because I know some people think when they come on to chats, they have to explain when they're going. I'm not that person at all. If you want to go, it's great to have you, but whenever you want to go, everybody's got a life, so take off whenever you need to, but I want to thank you for coming. I guess that's what I want to say too. Let's see here. Okay, Celestial Way, hello, my awesome friend. How are you? Great to be here again. Amazing channel. Huge thumbs up, brother. Thanks very much, Celestial Way. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Well, let me see if I can get this program running. I hope I can while I'm live. Let's see. I think I can do this while I am live, but I don't know 100%. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I can't do that. Maybe I won't mess around. This program that I wanted to mess around with while I was live is called Chroma Cam, but I think I'll drop everything out if I do that. So I'm just gonna stay away from that right now. The program, what it allows you to do is technically do something like a green screen. And since I don't have a green screen, it's a computer. It's a web-based program. I could be live here, open the program up, and the Chroma Cam, it works with the Logitech webcam that I have. It'll so I'm sitting here, sitting on a chair in the kitchen. The program will put a setting back there, like palm trees and a mountain or whatever setting you want. And I think they don't have a ton because it's a free program, so it's about 8 or 10 different settings. You choose which one. I chose a kind of an outdoorsy, a bright colored. It just looked like some sun, so I like that. So I chose that. And then what happens when you turn it on? Everything in the background disappears. So it's now you sitting wherever you're located. So it's kind of fun, but it's a little choppy. It has kind of side effects. So when you're moving, you move like that, very jumpy. And sometimes you see like your hands will disappear. So if I went like that, my hand might just disappear completely. But it's kind of a cool effect, and like I said, it's just kind of a testing thing. And then there's, if you want to do green screens yourself, since I don't actually have a green screen, we'll have to order one. But this morning I was messing around with this program I use here called OBS, and the green screen, I don't actually have one, so I was watching a few people, and they put up curtains, and I didn't have a place for the curtains. So what I did is, my daughter has a bright green comforter upstairs. She has it in a closet. I don't think she uses it. I think it was when she was younger. But if I turn the other side, there's nothing on it except this nice green. So I hung it up from the ceiling this morning. You don't even want to know how I hung it up. But I tried that, and it does work. It's nothing like an actual green screen, but it does work. But in certain spots, like right over top, it's like transparent. You can see right through it. So if I could get the green screen itself, that wouldn't be there, and if lighted up, it would be much better. So I think I'm going to show my wife how it works tonight. And once she sees and thinks, wow, we can really do this, I think that's what we're going to do. Go to Amazon. I think they sell for $25, $35, $45, something like that. They're not too expensive. So if I can get that, I get something to hang it with, and we'll use that because it's pretty awesome. I could literally make the kitchen disappear, and then everybody doesn't have to see all their dishes and all that. I do get things cleaned up, but sometimes I don't get everything put away before I go live. So anyways, let me zip it up here. Amazing things from around the world. National emergency. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I imagine. Here's what it is. Every day I have to call the live something. This live stream, I call it Commit Don't Quit. It's just like a slogan. The channel's called Idiot of the Day. My name's Jeff. But Commit Don't Quit is, if you see anything in the videos that we put up, Monday to Friday I put live up from 2 to 3:30 every day, or 3 o'clock, an hour, hour and a half, Monday to Friday. And so we call that live stream Commit Don't Quit. We just wanted to differentiate between that and the videos. When the videos come out, I'll tell you that over the winter I don't have as many videos as I do the regular seasons and stuff. When I'm able to get out more, maybe 2 a week, but 2 videos a week. But I've been very laxer on that. I've been putting one out every couple of weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I've been right up to par with it. I've been lacking on it. But once the good weather gets here, I'll get out and make more. But yeah, but I would love to get rid of the background, and we've done it in a few ways, but I would like to use the program to get rid of it. But anyways, getting back to your national emergency, well, what I call national emergency, I was looking every day. Sometimes I can come up with goofy things. I'll call it whatever, and it's just what I was thinking of the day or what's going on in our life or whatever's going on for the day. And sometimes I can't think of anything. Today was one of those. I was going live and I was like, what do I call this? I have no idea. I can call it Commit Don't Quit, but I usually call it something else too with it. And I couldn't think of anything. So my wife's always joking. She says, go on Twitter. They have things trending. Whatever the trending thing is, put it up there. It's a good way to... That's all. And I've used it. I haven't used it much. Probably of the last 5 months that I've been going live, I've used Twitter for trending about 4 or 5 times. Today, I really had nothing. The big thing, I guess, in the States, they're making a national emergency out of the funding for the wall. Anyways, that's the big thing trending today, national emergency. So boom, I call it national emergency. There's no emergency here. Well, that's a different story in Canada, but national emergency. I'm not going to go on about what happened here last night. Not here personally, but I live in Ontario in Canada, and they had. Yeah, I'm not actually going to go on about it because it's. I don't want to. They had something, an alert go out about a little kid last night, and I guess I'll talk about it to some point. They had a Canada-wide alert. So what happens? I imagine they probably have them in the different states too. But anyways, our phones. So if there's an alert, we get this loud beeping on the phone, and a little message comes up, and it tells you what the alert is. So last night, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, I don't know what time it was. It was the evening sometime. There's an alert go out about this young 11-year-old girl, and she'd been missing. And the police were looking, looks like the father supposedly had her. They were looking for them, and the license plate for the father was blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I didn't think anything of it. I heard the alert. It lasts about 10, 15 seconds. It's no big deal. If you hear an alert, it's a good thing, right? Because who knows about your family? It could be a member of your family. It could be your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, one of your kids, aunts, uncles, whoever. You know, if something's going out, hopefully, you know, people are going to take a look. And if they've seen something, you know, they call the police, let them know so somebody hopefully can find them. That's what the alerts are for. And so to me, that's a good thing. Anyways, this morning I wake up, and I was reading all the articles about it, and I thought, what's wrong with people? So a lot of the people that got the alerts, they were offended. So you know what? A little kid went missing, and these people, you know, they have their phone, but they're saying, you got to stop this. We don't want alerts going out like this. This is interrupting my whatever. So anyways, I thought, that's wonderful. Anyways, the outcome was not good. What happened to the little girl? They arrested the father. She passed away. Or whatever's happened to the little kid, 11 years old. So I would think, you know, these people that are all concerned, they're... Anyways, I'm not going to go on about it. So I didn't want to talk about that. I just wanted to say what happened, but I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that somebody in their right mind would... yeah, anyways, there we are, everybody. So sorry about that. But that's what the national emergency was, just a trending effect. Yes, East Miss Urban. Okay, I'm out of here. Have a good day. Yeah, I didn't mean to make you run off, but no, that's just all I was. What everything was. Good to have you. Have a good weekend. Desmond Saunders. Hey, Dave, how are you? It's good to see you. Valkyrie TV. Hey, what's up, Desmond? Good to see everybody. I'm going to try to get back on. I wasn't trying to be depressing. I was explaining what was going on here. National emergency. It's just a trending name on Twitter right now. I guess it's what's going on in the States. They're looking for funding or something for the wall, and the president has declared things a national emergency. I came up with a name because I didn't have one. It was on Twitter. I used it, but it is what it is. Sleeping Artist ASMR. Hello, how's everybody doing? Good. And I'm good. I'm not being depressed at all. I was just trying to explain what had happened here over the news here last night in Canada. That's all, but nothing more. Hi there, everybody. How are you today? Everybody having a good one? Yes. Zero Kelvin. Hey, Jeff, what's up? You know what? It's Friday, right? Everybody having a good one? Hey, Packnell John says, hi, Jeff. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, no, now, John, please don't. I'm not trying to make anybody run off, honestly. I was just saying last night, yeah, they have, you know, these, what's it called, alerts. And it was too bad that some people would be so offended that they would get an alert and that, you know what, especially about a child and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm not trying to just brush it off because that's a horrible thing that's happened. But yeah, that's, you know what, people are going to be people, right? But it's good to see you, John. Nice to see you. I'm just, I came on a little early. I usually come on, it's 1:50 here in the afternoon. Usually I come on at 2 p.m. Came on at 1 today. Everybody that came on about 50 minutes ago, I came on, had some extra time, and I think a few of you know I'm trying to go live a little bit longer. I'm now over 2,900 hours, so by tomorrow I'll be by the end of the weekend I should be past 3,000. You know, you have to have that 4,000. It's not that I'm pushing. I'm just trying to. Now that I'm getting closer, I'm trying to do a little bit more. And I said to my wife, every day I'll always do the 2 p.m. for an hour and a half. And then once in a while I might do like half an hour here and there. Today I just did an extra one. it brings in more people that don't come in at 2 because it's not a good time for them. So at 1, I mean, most of the people came in. You don't usually see it. Just it's 2's not a good time for them. So yeah, that's all it is. But and Abe Packmill, John's asking Dave how he is. Doing well. Still no cable though. Dave, I'm sorry to hear that. Sleeping Artist ASMR. It's nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. It really is. Please don't run off, everybody. I was not trying to make anybody run off. I would just try to explain what the goofy title was. I promise. But I'm all good. I promise. You pack me, oh man, Dave, that is crazy. Do you want us to take a look in the States? Yeah, I forget how long, John. I don't know if it's going to be weeks longer for Desmond's Donders for Dave, but he must be going stir crazy because it's been weeks already that he hasn't been able to get out. So, or I imagine he's maybe been able to get out, but not go on a Donder like he'd like to. Hey, pack meal, Jeff. I can give you watch time. Oh yeah, John. I'm not trying to. Please don't. I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to push it on anybody. I swear I'm not. I'm just. I don't get the. Here's what it is. Up until Christmas, when I first started, you get so many people watching. But just like everything, just like everyday life, things change. That people have different things and they're moving on to whatever. So things slowed down after New Year's, and we went from whatever. I imagine. This, and like I said, I'm new to this, right? I started the channel in August of last summer, and I started live streaming about the 3rd week of September. So that's been what's October, November, December, January, 5 months coming up on 5 months pretty much, 5 months next week I think. And so the last little bit, since January, it slowed down. I figured it probably would, and once it slowed down, I said to my wife, I said, how do you try to increase things? Not that I'm trying to, like I said, push things, but how do you change things up? So I always do the live on Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. And so what I've done is I noticed that if I do like a 30, 35, 40-minute stream later on in the day, there's other people that come on and watch just because 2's not a good time. So usually before I go pick my wife up for about half an hour, I usually come on. And I won't be doing it today because we have to pick my daughter up today after she's done school. But I usually come on 3 or 4 times a week and do an extra stream for 30, 35, 40 minutes and that. But that's what I've been doing. So hopefully I don't make things worse by talking about it. Let's see here. APF Mule, John says, I have an extra computer in my office. Oh, okay. That's awesome, John. That is awesome. Sleeping Artist ASMR. So lives are really the way to go. Well, it's not that I want to say lives are the way to go, Sleeping Artist ASMR. Truthfully, I would just like to go back and make videos and go live a couple times a week. But if you're looking to get, unless your videos are making like probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of views and watch time that way, to get their 4,000 hours, the way that the videos, because usually my videos are about 5, 7, 8 minutes. No 5, 7, 8 minute video would, unless you had a ton of views, would make that time that type of watch time. So I went live, and it technically, yes, if you're trying to get the time, their watch time hours, unless you're getting a ton of views, the time from going live, that's really one of the other ways to add getting. But yes it is. Desmond Donders is saying to everybody, to John A. Packmill, hopefully during the next week. Good. Willie, hey Willie, how are you? Jeff is showing the kitchen. He better run before JoJo gets him. Willie, that's funny. You know what? I've been kind of messing around with things, Willie, and I'm back to. I can go back to the other images, Willie. I can go back to the mountain. I can go back into the chat here, but I'm just kind of messing around, and maybe in another week or two I'll get a green screen, and we'll order one from Amazon. And I've been messing around with green screen images from. They have internet-based, web-based green screens that you can use, and I've messed around with those in the last day or two, and it seems to be pretty good. Happy luck. What is it? Sorry for the late response. Oh, Happy Lux. No worries. I don't know if you're talking to me. Oh, yeah, you might be talking to Celestial Way. Okay, no worries. Oh, thanks, John. I appreciate it. John, are you getting excited? I'm so excited. I saw a preview for Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna make everybody run away by talking about it, but I saw kind of a little trailer about it, and I'm so excited for it. What are we? February? What, about 2 months or so away from it? A month and a half, 2 months away. I'm looking forward to it. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the episodes, running through the episodes quickly and then it being over. But I hear that is it not a prequel? What is it? They're talking about making another like years and years and years previous to Game of Thrones, and I know they wouldn't have the same characters, but I'm kind of interested in that. Oh, thanks, John. I much appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but please don't think that I was asking anybody for. I didn't mean it that way, John. Sometimes my wife says I should zip it, but thanks, John. I appreciate it. Belker TV, Willie Parker, what's up, Prada? Just Willie says, just watching TV and listening to the live stream. Well, thanks very much. Do you have Twitter? Yes, I do, Willie. I will. What is my Twitter? Give me a second. It's not. It is not my Facebook or Twitter is not Idiot of the Day at all, Willie. If you want to know what it is, I'll give me a second. But if you go to the Idiot of the Day like page, up at the top how it shows everything, like the about section and that. At the top, there's like a little in the top right hand corner on the banner. There's different links, like it'll show you Instagram link, all that stuff. It shows my Twitter. If you click that, it'll take you right to the Twitter. Right to Twitter, sorry, not the Twitter. I call it the Twitter. My wife looks at me like I've got two heads. Let me see. I don't use this very often now, Willie, so that's... And I need bifocals almost, as you can see. I've got them with the glasses, but they don't work. But Twitter is... give me a second. There you go. Willie, my Twitter's, it's at jwheels5150. Most people will be like, what does that stand for? My name's Jeff. My last name's Wilson. So jwheels, pretty simple. And 5150, it's just a code. I loved Van Halen back when I was younger, and they put an album out called 5150. Anyways, 5150 was supposed to be a code for something, the police code for something. I won't say what it was for, but anyways, I always liked the number, so I just use that for my Twitter. And Twitter was made up long before Idiot of the Day's YouTube channel was made up. Do you have Twitter, Jeff? Yes, and I just dropped it in there, Willie. Desmond Saunders, I do 3 6 to 7 minute videos a week, and my hours are on 12:50. That's awesome, Dave. It really is. That is amazing. Belker says, okay, that's what's up, Broderick. Awesome. Willie says, okay, awesome. And yes, there's the link for it. So I think that's it. Oh gosh. So how's everybody else's day doing? Everybody having it's not even 2 o'clock. I haven't even been out. I've just been on an hour now. Some days go quick, and other days this hour is just flowing by. It feels like it's about 2 seconds. I don't want to jinx myself by saying anything, Dave, about the mic. And all this time, ever since we switched the ports in the back, the mic had been previously when we were having all those technical difficulties in the 3.0 port, and I've been switching back and forth from the 3.0 because I figured, it wasn't. I don't know much about them, but the USB ports, and that's when I was running into all the problems. Now I've switched to a totally different port, and I really haven't had the issue since. One day I came on, but I was messing around with something before, so I'm assuming it works now. I don't know, but I haven't had the problem since. Now I had that one day where I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it worked seconds later. But I'm just I am curious if hopefully the problem's fixed, because I would like to contact Blue, the company that built the mic, but since I haven't actually had the problem again in a long time now, I'm just I'll try it. I'll leave it to the next time it happens, and if it does happen again, well, maybe I have to contact them. And Desmond's Daughters Dave says, I'm just fine having cabin fever. I imagine you are. I said that last weekend, Dave, to Joe. I said, I just want to get out, and we stayed home pretty much most of the weekend. I think we were out for a little bit, but I don't think, when you're home all the time, I don't think the wife gets it. Pauline Newman. Hey, Pauline, how are you? It's good to see you. Hello, Jeff. Nice to see you, Pauline. Hope you're having a good day. You're in the same time zone as us as well, aren't you, Pauline? It's just 2 o'clock now. I imagine it's about 2 o'clock down your way too, but hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. Anybody have anything exciting going on? Like I said, it's a long weekend here in Canada. Monday, about 10 years ago or so, they made up this, I call it a made-up holiday. It's not really made up, but they made this holiday up in lieu of some other holiday that they took away years ago. And they call it Family Day. Literally means everybody gets Monday off here, so it gives you a long weekend. You do things with the family, with the wife, kids, husband, boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever, your significant others, or whatever you do, or just take it easy. And but literally, we're gonna probably on the weekend sometime go to. It's a farm outside of London where we live here, and it's called the Sugar Bush. It's the maple sugar bush. So literally, they make maple syrup there. They tap the trees and they show you how to make it and all that. And then you have this wonderful like breakfast, lunch, so like brunch or something there. So it's kind of fun. We go every year. It's nothing new. And sometimes this year my wife says, do you want to go again? I said, of course I do. I love going. And the kids love it. So it is what it is. Willie says, I found you on Twitter and will you follow me back? Of course I will, Willie. Are you just Willie Parker on Twitter? If you're, excuse me, Willie. If you add me, I will. I'll do it to. Just add me, Willie, and I will. You'll see me. You see my goofy face on Twitter there, Willie. But if you add me, once you add me, I'll just add you back here. But will it be Willie Parker, Willie, or I imagine, but I don't know. Pauline says, nice to see you as well, Jeff. Yes, it's wonderful. Oh my gosh, Pauline, that's beautiful. Yes, it's a wonderful 79 degrees in Florida. Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful. Actually, now, it's not cold here today, Pauline. We had a bit of an ice storm and some freezing and a little bit of snow this week. But the last day or so, the snow's melted, the ice is melting. So for us, it's nice. The sun's out. Hopefully it's a nice weekend here, but that 79 degrees sounds beautiful right now. Oh gosh, happy Lex. Oh gosh, happy Lex. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what? Everybody knows if I say I love it, I love it, I love it. He usually appears, but I think he's very, very busy right now. The last time I talked to him, he said he's got a lot on his plate right now, but yeah, he's a busy man. Everybody, I'm talking about Big Keg, if you're wondering. I'm sure a lot of you know Big Keg. Anyways, the other night he put a video, I think about 2 nights ago, and his video he called it "I Have a Song" or something. I can't remember the exact phrase, but something about he has a new song or I have a song. Anyways, we knew what it was about because he sent my wife and I, Joe and I, email about it. So a few months ago, Big Keg had said to us, he says, I'm going to write you a song for your channel. And I said, oh, that's okay, don't worry about it. He says, no, I'm going to do it. So on his live one time, I know Dave from Desmond's Daughters, a few people in here were on his live at the time, and he decided to start writing the song. And he had a little bit of the jingle written and stuff, and he wrote us a song. And the people like Desmond's Daughters, I think Ozzy 1968, I think she was on. A few other people, I think Lacey from Serving from My Home were on. There's a few people that I remember off the top of my head. They were in his chat, and he was asking, and they were saying, they were giving tidbits like clips and that for the song. So he wrote a song, and he worked on it for a bit, and he'd wanted us to send some video or some pictures, and we kept saying, oh yeah, Keg, we'll do it. And you know, sometimes you procrastinate. We were procrastinating, and it's been weeks, and he kept saying, are you gonna do it? And I said, yeah. And then it's another week and another week. Kind of like, I'm sure Desmond's Daughters can relate to that. We always said to him we were going to do his Scottish pronunciation and put it off, and then we did it. But anyways, before we could even send him, we got an email this week from, he sent us the video. He wrote the song, and he played the song. And what we're going to do is, he wrote it because Joe and I do a show on Sunday nights. Joe doesn't usually come on the live during the week on this live or anything like that. But she always comes on Sunday night with me, which I love because I get to spend the time with her on here, and she loves it. So we called it the Jeff and JoJo Show. It really should be called the JoJo Show. I basically sit there. She's the one that has fun with everybody, and I act goofy like usual, and I act even more goofier than this. When I'm around my wife, I'm a fool, I guess. But that's, I think, the best part. So anyways, we called it the Jeff and JoJo Show. So in the song, he talks about that, and it's basically the song's more about that. So we're going to use it on the Sunday night shows that we have. And we just haven't decided if we'll use it as the intro or the intro and the ending, but it's fun. In his latest video, if you watch it, you'll get to hear him play. And at the end, he does some bloopers because he was trying to get it to work. And, you know, sometimes you can try your best, and it doesn't matter. You have those goofy bloopers. Anyways, the song is great. The song is amazing. It really is. And then the bloopers, putting them together, he did a great job. Willie says, what if you don't like your family? I don't know. Well, I love mine, Willie, but yeah, no, I imagine, you know, some people probably just take it easy, but that's just what they call it, Willie, but I like that. That's funny. Desmond Donders, Lacey and I wrote a couple lines along with Mia, who corrected one of mine. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Willie says, I'll message you on Twitter later. Okay, Willie, sounds good. Sounds good. And I don't always get right back. Sometimes I'm an hour or two getting back, Willie. So don't take it any other way that sometimes I take a little bit to respond because I don't always check the phone constantly. That's all. But I'll get back to you one way or the other. But it's good to have you here today. It really is, everybody. I appreciate you for dropping in. I really do. Give me a second. Let me just turn that up. Hopefully that's not too loud. But there we are. Oh, gosh. So, anybody have anything else going on? Any exciting stuff going on this weekend or anything? Just any exciting... Oh, you know what? Let me show you. Some of you weren't here when I got the old bottle out here. So, you know what? I was talking to people. It's not booze, Dave, or anything. Or Willie. You know, I was talking about on the weekend we're going to go to Maple Sugar... Mrs. Green Thumb, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Nice to have you here. Thank you very much. I was joking about, you know, we're not joking, but I was talking about going to the Maple Sugar Bush with the family and that on the weekend. So I said, you know, they have maple sugar, maple syrup, sorry, and they come like this. Now this is just one we bought at a grocery store. It's not one that we actually bought there or anything. But I think something like this is about $40 or something, and as you can see, this looks like a bottle of booze or something, but it's just maple syrup. This is probably like $8 or $10 at the grocery store, but yeah, $40 or so for something this small, or even smaller. Then the next size up is $60, and I think they have like 4 sizes. Then they have a mini jug, mini jugs, like I think it starts at $60, $65. And then the next one goes up to $80, and then they have this huge jug. It's like a vat jug, and that's $120, which I don't know who's ever going to use $120 of maple syrup. But when you go, we love it. We don't usually buy it because it's an arm and a leg. We just usually get it from the grocery store. But it's kind of fun. Let me just put it away. Sorry. As you can see, the kitchen's a little bit of a mess. So once I can get rid of this, you won't have to look at that. Oh, gosh. I hope everybody's having a good day. Mrs. Green Thumb, maple is so good. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Green Thumb, isn't it? It is. Since it's family day here on this weekend, Monday's the holiday, the kids and the wife are off. I think we're gonna go. We live in London, just outside of London. They have it's like a farm, and they have like a log cabin there, and they have the sugar bush, it's called, and they have all the maple sugar trees, the maple trees, and then they tap all the trees. So you go, and in the log cabin, it's big enough for a couple hundred people, I guess. It's huge. I mean, it's a couple different cabins put together. And literally, you get, it looks like a lumberjack breakfast or something. You have a ton of pancakes, bacon and eggs, hash browns, you know, all the different fruits and stuff and that they give you. By the time you're done, it literally looks like something like Paul Bunyan, if anybody remembers Paul Bunyan from the stories. Literally something like a logger would eat. It's humongous. Anyways, I always eat, and my wife is like, "Oh, you can eat half of mine." You know me, I'll eat anything. So it is what it is. Raphael says, I always wanted to get from a maple tree. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Green Thumb, we love it, and it's great, but it's an arm and a leg, right? Just like anything, you know, once it becomes, I guess, trendy or whatever, all of a sudden they can charge whatever. But anyways, it's fun. The kids have a blast, and my wife said to me a couple days ago, early in the week, she said, "Do you want to go?" Or we go every year, so she's like, you know, we go every year, so it's probably nothing exciting. I said, I don't care. I'm like a little kid. I want to go myself, so I'm like all excited. I was kind of, we're supposed to have relatives come, so we can't. They're not coming this weekend because of the weather up north. It could get bad on the way down, so they decided not to come down. But in a few weeks, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, our son's birthday is New Year's Day, and he never has his birthday New Year's Day because no little kids are coming. He's 11, but no little kids are coming on New Year's Day for a kid's birthday. So every year, usually 5, 6 weeks later, we always plan something, and we take him and do stuff either with a couple kids or we take him out and do something for his birthday. So this year, his big thing was he wanted to go to something in Toronto. It's called Medieval Times. I'm sure a lot of people, I know I've talked to a few people in the chat. People have probably heard of Medieval Times. I don't think it's just here. They have them all over the place. But it's a dinner theater. You go, and it's like an old style, back in the Knights times and stuff. You have like one side, everybody on this side is voting for such and such, and on the other. And, you know, we've been to shows like that down in the States, in the southern states. Dolly Parton used to have a show. I think they've changed the name, but back in the day they used to call it Dixie Stampede. Somebody said it's changed now because they're not allowed to call it that. But I remember when we went there back for the Dixie Stampede, they had the North and the South. And, you know, it's like a dinner theater. You watch the show. It's all in good fun. And then the show, they bring out like a half a chicken or something, and then all the fixings and stuff, and you eat it. Anyways, it's a good time, so he wanted to go to that, and we went a few years ago to Medieval Times, and we had a blast. And it's funny, our daughter is 15, she'll be 16 next month. You know, she's at the age she wants to hang out with friends, so she doesn't like to do a lot of stuff with mom and dad anymore, or her brother. But when we suggested that, we thought 100% she was going to say no. She'll just stay with her mom this weekend and hang out with her friends. She jumped at it. She's like, she loved going, so we're excited because, you know, when the kids, they're getting to an age they don't want to do anything with you. When you find that one goofy thing that they still want to do, you kind of grab it quick. But she's at an age she kind of doesn't really want to, but there's certain days or on weekends where she's still like a little kid, which is I love. But I know that that's changing very quickly. Yes, Family Day, Mrs. Green Thumb. Oh gosh, let's see here. Willie Parker says, "Hey now, Jeff, why are you calling me out?" What? Hey now, Jeff, why are you calling me out? Oh gosh, Willie, you're funny. Tabby Smith, hey Tabby, how you doing? It's great to see you. I love the emojis. I love the emojis. Okay, let me see here. Okay. No, I was just checking. I didn't know, Willie, if you added on Twitter or something, and but no, I wasn't calling you out at all, Willie. I know you're just kidding around anyways, but Raphael says to Desmond's Donders, hello, sir. It's good to have everybody here. Are you, Mrs. Green Thumb, are you doing it? Are you here in Canada right now? Are you down south or anything? Are you doing anything specific? Do you do anything for Family Day? But everybody, how's everybody else's day doing? Everybody having a good one? I'm going to drop a link. Like I said at the beginning, I put it in for the people that came in at 1 o'clock when I started the chat. I talked to Marie from the Perches. She said that when I'm on for an hour, I should put it at the beginning, at the ending. It's not. I'm not trying to push it down anybody's throat. We did the merchandise and stuff. Anyways, people said, you know, when you do it, it goes in your about section or in the description of your videos. Because since we're not monetized, it doesn't actually go on the video, so nobody sees it. And you can talk about it, but that's all it is. But so that's what we do. But she said, you know, you should be proud of it. Just put it in the chat. If anybody wants to look at it, great. But you're not pushing it. It gives them an opportunity. If they want to look at it, it's there. If they don't, they can just bypass it. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to take a look, I'll drop the link in the chat. It's from Teespring. It just shows like the stuff that we made. That's all. But I'll drop it at that. I'll put it in there, like I said, but I will not. There it is. Okay, I'm going to put it in, but like I said, you're more than welcome to look at it, but don't be obligated to it. This is just something that I'm going to do at least once or twice every live. That's all. There it is. But I'll probably put it in the very end, and that's it. But please don't take it any other way than that. Let's see here. There's let me see what Raphael Scrapper says. I have like 2 days middle age festival in here every year. It is cool, but bit too crowdy for me. Atmosphere there is great. Yeah, I imagine it would be. I love that kind of stuff. Now Raphael Scrapper, we don't have that too often, and the only place we could do that probably here is to go to something like Medieval Times. I've seen places. Where were we? We were in the States somewhere, and they had something like that. But it wasn't an event. It was something that they had going on the one weekend. I forget where we were now, and I think it was on our way down to Missouri. We went to Missouri a few years ago, and they had something like that on the drive down. And my gosh, now literally we were just driving down, and we weren't. We didn't have the time to stop. It was kind of a rest stop, and we saw it going on. And now, had we been staying overnight, I think I would have stopped in and took a look at it. But we're on the way. We're traveling, and it's going to take probably 3 or 4 hours to do everything. So my wife says, if we were staying, we'd go, but we weren't staying. Hey, Cole Outdoors, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Cole Outdoors says, how are you guys doing? Good, good, good. Everybody's good. I hope you're doing well. Anything exciting going on, Cole, this weekend? Here in Canada, we have a little bit of they call it a long weekend on Monday. They call it, what do you call it? Family Day. So it's a day off for the kids and the wife and stuff. And you can do whatever you want. We just usually find something to do with each other. That's all. Willie Parker says, when you got the maple syrup, you said my name. It was funny. Okay, Willie. I understand. Colette says, hey, Jeff, what's up? Pretty much that's what's up. We're just... I've been on a little bit longer today, Cole. I don't usually start to 2 o'clock. I came on at 1 o'clock today. Cole, I'm trying to beef up the watch hours and stuff, and I'm just over 2,900 hours now. And to get those 4,000, yeah, I got to keep going. So I'll always do the live every day, like Monday to Friday at 2. But I'm just trying to bump things up a little bit. But that's all I'm doing. Oh, wow, Cole Outdoors. I'm growing fast. I'm at 1658. Well, you're beyond me, Cole. I just hit over 16. I think I'm at 1610 or something like that. I'm not 100%. But I did go through a period for about, oh my gosh, you're at 3,300. Wow, that's awesome, Cole. I am nowhere close to that. I'm probably about 400 away. You're 400 over me, but it takes a bit. So I'm just trying my best, Cole. But I see you're on in that, so I'm sure you're going to be there well before I am, Cole. But that's awesome, Cole. That's amazing. Good for you. Good for you. You have anything going on exciting, Cole, this weekend, or anything exciting going on? Sorry, everybody. Sometimes I can go on a mile a minute, and sometimes, just wonder what's happening for everybody. So give me a second. I need some more water here. Oh, gosh. There we are. Oh, gosh. So are you... I think you were on earlier, weren't you, Cole? You were on earlier live, or I don't know if you're on right now, but I think you were. Cole Outdoor says, next weekend is my ice fishing tournament for YouTubers. We can fish any lake. All you have to do is join in the Cole Outdoor Facebook group. Oh, that's awesome, Cole. Good for you. That's amazing. That is amazing. That's amazing. Imagine you must have a lot of people in the challenge. Do you, Cole? Excuse me for this. I'm sorry about that. And there we are. Here we are. Oh, wow. Look at that. Cole Outdoor says, yeah, I kept 30 to 50 people in for 4 hours. Oh, wow. Wow, that's amazing. Cole Outdoors, yes, I have about 110 channels in it. Oh, wow, cool. Good for you. That's amazing. It really is. Dave from Desmond's Donder. Sorry about this. The dog's just a little active on the couch there. Dave from Desmond's Donder says, laugh out loud, does it have to be an icy lake, Cole Outdoors? We have not got any. Cole Outdoors says, the weigh-in will be live on my channel. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's so cool. Let's see here. There we are. see. Sorry, I'm just checking a few things in the... Whoops. Hope I didn't close that out. Just checking a few things in the background. I just want to make sure. The only problem is if I click anything, I might shut the stream down, so I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. There we are. Cole Outdoors says, laugh out loud, yeah, but there will be a trout tournament in a couple months. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Cole Outdoors says, sorry, I have to go, guys. The farm needs my help. Oh, no worries, Cole. You take care. Thanks for dropping in. You have a good weekend, my friend. Have a good weekend, buddy. Take care. Oh, gosh. So you must be hours away, Desmond's daughters. Dave, are you hours from Lindsay coming home from work, or is she coming home? Did she come home shortly on Friday afternoons or Friday? I imagine it's evening there for you. I'm sorry, Dave. In my head, I guess I always think, oh, it's an hour or two ahead, but I forget the 5-hour difference, so I do forget that sometimes, so don't take it any other way than that. Yes, I guess Cole Outdoors is heading out. There we are. Okay, well, let's see here. Oh, good. Desmond's daughters. Dave says no. She's home and supper's on the go. Oh, that's awesome. Are you hungry, Dave? I'm starving right now, and I'm hours away from dinner. Usually Joe makes dinner. Pretty much every day of the week where she makes dinner, and or she'll make things the night before. We'll put them in the crock pot. We put things on, and when she's home, everything's ready. Or she'll prepare things when she gets home after work. And within 30-40 minutes, supper's ready. But since Friday evening's a little bit of a zoo around here. We're not as active. Friday, she always, one day a week, she says, I'm not making anything. So Friday is, we grab something Friday night, every Friday. She never, unless I'm going to whip something up myself, which even then she doesn't want it. She literally, Friday evening, she wants to grab something quick. So usually we'll figure something. I would love Chinese food. I know we're probably not having it because it's too expensive, but and we don't have it. We have it like once in a blue moon, once every maybe 5 or 6 months. So we have it a couple times a year. But I don't know. Usually for some reason Friday night around here, it's my least favorite night. I love Friday nights, but it's my absolute least favorite night for dinner. Because I don't want to say everybody gangs up, but 3 out of 4 want the same thing, and the other person, being me, does not want what they want. But every Friday seems to be pizza night here. For some reason, the kids, my daughter, if she could eat pizza 7 days a week, she'd eat pizza 7 days a week. Now, I don't mind pizza, but I find it, after a while, kind of bland. I get bored of it. But the kids, they'd eat pizza 24/7. If you could give it to them breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they would eat pizza. But what I like is Joe makes pizza once in a blue moon, once a month. We make these things, homemade pizza. She either makes or buys these shells, pizza shells. And they're like pitas pretty much. And then you make your own. So the kids love it. They get to make whatever. I mean, Ethan could put the kitchen sink on it. And then our daughter, well, she's very fussy. She only likes, cheese and sauce, but she doesn't like pepper. She doesn't want the meat, pepperoni, nothing like that. She just wants a very basic. Just give me a cheese pizza, pretty much, and a few vegetables. That's it. But I do like when she makes homemade pizza. There we are. Oh, did I drop off? I hope I didn't drop off here. I don't think I did, but if I did, I'm sorry about that. There we are. Oh gosh, there we go. As you can see, I'm pulling at straws today, people. It's Friday. I don't want to say I've run out of things, but I won't make it last a long time today. It's almost 2:30. I'll probably go to 2:30 and then. But yeah, I'll probably just go 2:30 today. Desmond Donners, no, still here. It just seems very quiet. Yes, and Dave, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, I wish that I had more of a. If you'd have heard me at the beginning, Dave, I was running off like a mile a minute. But 21090 Bruin, Todd, how you doing? Cheers, Jeff. It's good to see you, Todd. Welcome. It's I've been on for just about an hour and a half now, Todd, and it's Friday. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day, everybody. Yesterday, we had I don't want to say a quiet one. It was busy, quiet and busy all in the same time, but it wasn't a one to go out doing the fun Valentine's Day stuff. There's no going to the restaurants, no roses or flowers or anything like that. No, it's funny, we had to go to the grocery store last night before dinner, pick a few things up. That's what we did for Valentine's Day. We had to get some groceries. And anyways, we were running through the grocery store, and I think we're in Walmart for a few minutes. What happened, our son, he had something here today going on at school called Carnival. It's a French-Canadian thing. They do like ice sculptures and all that. So he's been excited. He missed it last year. So they were doing that, but he needed his gloves, and he took his gloves to school, but he lost one of them. So my wife had a fit. She's like, oh my gosh, it's not the time of the year to be looking for it, because it's spring's coming up in about a month, and you don't, everywhere you go, they don't sell winter stuff anymore. You can't usually go in and buy winter boots or gloves. Usually that had to be the previous season to buy all that stuff. So we went into Walmart quickly. She thought, we have some, but we need something quickly for tomorrow. So she went in, and of course, they don't sell them. They're done with that for the season. But anyways, on the way out, she sees these flowers, and you see all the guys, they're in there grabbing the last minute flowers in Walmart. She says, don't you ever buy me flowers? And I know she doesn't like them, but she says, if you're ever going to buy me flowers, just get them here. She says they're about like a quarter the price of going to the florist, because I think if you go to the florist, it's almost $100 to get a dozen roses or a dozen whatever. But it's it's like $15 or $20 at Walmart. Mr. Cheapy here, it sounds like. But anyways, that's what we did last night. Fun and excitement for Valentine's Day. Then we had dinner with the kids and that. 21090 Burn. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one. You were saying you're going to go live tomorrow. Is it tomorrow morning, Todd? I know you're talking about you're going to be brewing something that on the weekend on Saturday, but I'm pretty sure it's in the morning. Desmond Saunders, Dave says, laugh out loud, not your fault. I heard some of the rant about the alert. Yes, Dave, I literally, I called it national emergency today because I didn't know what to call today's live stream, and Twitter's trending big thing on Twitter that I found, national emergency. I called it that. That's all I did. And then, I was telling you about what happened about the alert that they had out for that little girl and that. But yeah, I guess it is. Hall and Ash, hey, just got here. What happened to the mound scene? You know what? You want to see it? Let's see. Let's go back to the mounds, everybody. There's the mounds. What do you want to see, everybody? Mounds, Redwood National Park, Lakeview. I like this one. It's like you're got your feet up having a beer or something on a Saturday afternoon. This one's a little different, tall trees. The beach, I like this one. Under the boardwalk, surf. Now, if this was animated, you could have like a surfboard surfing with a shark coming at you or something. Forest, I really like the forest. The bridge, it's kind of an animated one. The mountains, green forest, fall forest. Anyways, whatever everybody likes, just let me know. We can always switch it back to something else. Whoops. There we are. Okay. Oh, jeez. 21090 Burn Todd says, getting ready to end my workday and getting ready to brew tomorrow morning. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought so, Todd. I thought so. Imagine you'd be glad. I think everybody's just had it. My wife said it's been the longest week ever. She says she worked from home, I think, or she was off. I think she was sick Monday or Tuesday or something. I can't remember, but she was home, and she said, what, being off one day, you think it, make the week shorter, but she says it's just dragged on and on, so she can't wait for the weekend to start. Desmond Saunders, Hall and Ash, Donald Trump took the mound to make his wall. Ah, gosh. Hall and Ash says, cool. No, Desmond Saunders, Dave says, flowers are not the answer. No, they are not. It's funny. My wife is not, some women love it, and that's fine. No worries. But my wife is definitely she's not a penny pincher, but she definitely, she says, we need everybody, money doesn't grow on trees, and sometimes you need that, cushion in that to have sometimes, so you need it for a rainy day. So sometimes, if we're planning on something, we need that money for something else. So she says, she always say to me, don't you dare go out and buy me something, because I did before, and I remember she did love it, but I think she was thinking, I should have just we should have used it for something else. But 21090 Bruin, Todd says yes, tomorrow morning going live at 9 a.m. Okay. Hey Todd, quickly, so I know 9 a.m. I don't know if there's a time difference between us, Todd, but here it's 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Is it 2:30 there for you, or is it 1:30? I'm not trying to be ignorant at all, Todd. I don't know if we're on the same time. But if it's 9, it might be 9 our time, or it could be 10 our time. But if you still are here, Todd, is it 2:30 where you are right now? I'm only asking just that way I know exactly to make sure in the morning. That's all. Let's see, Willie, give me a second. Let me just see if I can add that quickly. Willie says, I sent you my Twitter handle and Twitter Messenger. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I got it. So I will add it, Willie. I will add it. Give me a second. There you are. Oh, Willie, I already follow you. I'm following you already. I see the North Carolina symbol and that there, so I have you there anyways, Willie. Willie Duvall. Yes, I see you, Willie, right here. You're added, Willie, anyways, so you'll see that I'm following you anyways, Willie. Good. I thought for some reason I did, but I don't always remember because I don't use Twitter as much as everybody else does. Let's see. Holland Ash, Lake or Beach? Oh, you like the Lake or Beach, okay. You want that one or that one? Whichever one you want, just let me know. We can always switch it back. Oh, Desmond Saunders, where's the blonde and the bug? Well, I don't have that as a setting. I don't know if I could use that. I can't set that while I'm live right now because I've already programmed the scenes, Dave. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 or 10 different scenes set up. And then for the scenes, you have to add your video. You have to add the webcam and that. So I don't know if I could do it while I'm live, but I'll maybe try to set it up one day. Maybe when Joe's not on here, Dave. Yeah, but I was joking with Frank from Art Morbid the other day about that. He says, "Yeah, I want to see when the girl from the Volkswagen Bug's there." I said, "Oh yeah, no, she'll never show up other than in a picture because if she did, I'm in trouble." Oh gosh. Oh, we're in the same time zone. I thought so, but I honestly am not trying to be ignorant. I just sometimes, I mean, my brother lives in Illinois. They're central, so it's an hour behind. So I wasn't too sure. That's all. Desmond's Daughters 210 Brewing. That makes it 2 p.m. here, and in Scotland play France in the Six Nations rugby. Oh gosh. Holland Ash, that's fine. Okay, sounds good. Scrap and Irish, hi everybody. It's good to have everybody here. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. Excuse me, I do appreciate it. Let's see. And there we are. And let's see. As you can see, I don't want to say I've run out of things today. I've oh, no worries. Okay, no worries. Oh gosh. You know what? Some days I can run on a mile a minute, and other days I don't want to say I hit the brick wall, but it's Friday, and hopefully I haven't hit the brick wall yet. Citizen ZTV says, Z in the house. Hi all. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. As you can see, we're under the boardwalk at a bridge today. A few people. We had a few different settings, and it looks like some people like the beach. So you know, I kind of like the beach too because I like seeing the sun. I'm so done with. I got to shave too tomorrow. I've got to shave and clip this off. My wife says I need to do this every other day. I can't shave every day. I don't like shaving every day, but when it starts to get gray in certain areas, it's definitely time to get rid of it. So it should be gone by tomorrow by lunch, hopefully. Anybody have anything exciting going on this weekend? I was saying at the beginning we have. Did you see my comment? Willie, I don't know if you're joking or if you put something in Twitter, that's all. My wife's finally come to the realization when you say that you're goofing on us, Willie, because we go through the... Let me see here. You must be just joking with us, Willie. You must be teasing with me. There you go. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some more water, guys. As you can see, I'm pulling at strings today. I'm not my. I don't have like. I don't have an agenda today at all. But it's good to have everybody here. It really is. Don't take it any other way than that. But I started about 1 o'clock, about over an hour and a half ago, and I've. Sometimes I can rant for hours, but no, Todd, no worries. Yeah, thanks, Todd. I'm. Literally the first hour I ran on like a man on a trying to sell cars, and that I was pushing the blah 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 out and all this and whatever, but then I came to a point I'm like, okay, I'm not sure what else I can talk about. Oh gosh. Great Grandma's Greenhouse, I love that name. How are you? It's nice to have you here. Welcome. I'm gonna just I'm not leaving you at all. I'm literally about 2 or 3 feet away from the in the kitchen from my as you can see, it's a mess there. Sorry about that. I'm a couple of feet from my fridge. I've had to have a couple glasses of water. I need a little bit more. If you don't mind, I'm still here, so don't take it any other way than that, everybody. Let's see. Now, Todd, if you're still here, have you ever made? Now this isn't like a craft. This is just. Let me see here. This is just like it's a company here in Canada. The company's called Sleeman Brewery, but I'm gonna have one of these tonight at some point. It's called Steeped Coffee Ale. I like the chocolate ones. I like the Belgian ones. I like the sweeter beers. I like some of the IPAs, but this comes in like a 4-pack. I buy usually 2 12-packs in that, and you get 4 different types. They give you they give you 3 of each kind in a 12-pack, and this happens to be one of them. But I didn't ever think I was gonna like a coffee style beer. But this one, it's nice. It's smooth, but it's not thick or heavy. But it's quite nice. I'll push it away. But I really my favorite, if I was in the summer, not so much, but this time of year, the fall and the winter, I think my favorite beer is like a stout by far. I love me a stout, like a thicker beer. This time of year, I love that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Syntax AI, are you going to watch Pusa later? Syntax AI, I may not. It's Friday night. Usually on Friday nights. I watch some of the shows, but I usually, on Friday evenings, if either Gil Skills or Recycle Dude, usually I watch them on Friday evenings and that, Friday and Saturday. But a lot of times, sometimes I'm not even on in the first place on the weekend. But it just depends. Are you going to be on there on this evening, Syntax AI? I'm not going to lie to you. I probably am not going to tonight. During the week, I probably do. But this evening, I may not, unfortunately, just because I'm not really sure what's going on around here, too. I may not be on here, but I don't know. Great Grandma's Greenhouse says, I'm having a great day. Thanks. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Hope you must be everybody getting excited for the weekend. Anybody have anything exciting going on? It's a long weekend here in Canada. Monday they call it Family Day. So literally a lot of people have the day off. I mean, not everybody does, but a lot of people have it off. So we'll spend it with our kids and stuff. And literally we're going to Maple Sugar Bush sometime on the weekend. They literally tap all the trees, and you get to go out on a horse ride, and they take you around the farm, and you get to try the maple syrup and see how it's made and stuff. And then they also have a couple, I think there are about 3 or 4 log cabins they built, all put together. And inside, I think they hold about 350 or 400 people it can hold, like if it was maxed out. And, they give you a ton of pancakes and bacon and eggs, hash browns, all that kind of stuff. It's almost, I call it like a lumberjack breakfast. The plate's like massive. Usually the kids could almost share it. My wife, she likes it, but it's not her favorite, and just because everything that comes with it. And I'll eat mine like it's nothing, and then she'll probably give me half of hers, it seems like. Great Grandma's Greenhouse, nice family day. I like it. Yeah, no, I do too. Now, they took place as something else, Great Grandma's Greenhouse. I don't remember what the holiday was previously, but somewhere in the last 8, 10, 12 years, somewhere in that time frame, that came up. It didn't come out of nowhere. They just, the government declared it that, and they get the day off, that's all. But Desmond's Daughters, it's a long weekend every weekend with no Desmond. Yeah, I imagine it is a long weekend. Joe was saying, you must be going stir crazy, Dave. You must be going stir crazy. At least the only thing is if you can get out, just to get out to do something. But yeah, when you've got that planned, that's what I said to Joe. I said, with her, she's out all week, and then I'm in during the week, which that'll change shortly. But so on the weekend, on Saturday, it doesn't matter. The rest of the weekend we can stay in. But Saturday, I always want to get out of the house. And I'm itching. With the minute I get up, or Friday night, I'll be like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And she'll never, sometimes we'll have plans, but other times it's like, we'll figure it out Saturday. Then Saturday rolls around. Oh, I don't know. I don't really want to go out. And it's like, oh my gosh, come on now. If you're stuck in the house all week, it's definitely time to get out. But Willie says, it's almost 2:40 here in North Carolina. Yes, it is getting later, isn't it, Willie? Okay, Dave. Yeah, you know what? I probably should head out. That's probably a good cue for me, Dave. Desmond's Daughters, supper's ready. I have to go. Catch y'all later. Dave, Desmond's Daughters, have a good weekend. I've been on here about an hour and 40 minutes. I probably should, so everybody doesn't get bored of me. I've been, like I said, going on a long time now, and I thought I might be able to go to 3, but I don't quite know if I can do that today. So I think I'll probably cut it short, just that way everybody can take off, have a good weekend, and do whatever they need to. But I've had fun today, and I'm sorry that I'm coming with a lack of words. At this point, I've been on for a little bit now. I don't know how people do like 4 or 5 hour streams. An hour and a half is my limit, and then after that, I don't want to go downhill from there, but sometimes, like anything, some days are better than others, but today, I don't have anything else to say, unfortunately. Great Grandma's Greenhouse, have a great weekend then. Yes, you too, and please don't take it any other way. I've come to my end where I'm not sure what I could talk about today, but I go, what's everybody doing? I feel I don't want everybody to hear me go on like that. But yeah, it was great. I had a great time today, and it was great for everybody to come in. I really appreciate you dropping in. I hope you have a good night and a good weekend and that. I really do. I'll be back again next week, and we'll start fresh. I will I'll pretend like this part of the day didn't happen. Not seeing all you, just where I've run out of things to say. That's all I mean. But anyways, thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it, everybody. I do. Have a good day, and have a nice weekend, okay? Yep, see you then. Okay, take care, everybody. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.